guys, how are you? So I'm not sure like what's going on. I just want to see like if anybody else is experiencing this, or if it's just something that I'm just experiencing, you know? But there's a spirit of jealousy that's being passed around, that's going around. It's a spirit of envy and it's a spirit of jealousy. And I already saw something was going on. Like, yeah, we experienced this our whole life. We're used to it. You get what I'm saying? Like, as children of God, we go through this a lot, where we just attract a lot of jealous people and envious people. But there's times where, like, yeah, you notice a pattern, a consistent pattern in your life, but then you also notice when it's like heavy in a certain season and it happens back to back, like it's consistent. You know what I mean? It's like, let me give you an example. It's like you experience something and you may experience it like twice a year or 3 times a year, and you're like, oh, here we go again, kind of thing, right? But then there's a time where it's literally happening every day, and it's happening to other people that you love as well. And it's like there's something in the air. The devil's doing something. And this relates to the video where I said they're going to be, where God says ignore them, right? And that's what we've been doing, ignoring them and stuff like that. But in that video, I basically mentioned how the devil's going to use people external to you to try to get to you, because whatever they were trying to do, the witchcraft and the black magic and all of that, trying to stop us and slow us down, it's not working, right? And I know a lot of you guys resonate with that video. I resonate with it too. You know what I mean? I resonate with it too. And like I said in that video, God really uplifted me when he gave me that message, and he told me to pour into you guys and give you guys the same message, right? But I can't help but notice, like, is anybody else, if you have children, are your children going through the same thing at school? Like, where kids are, my daughter's coming home to me and she's telling me certain things that her friends are saying. And the things that her friends are saying is, oh, you just think you're better than us because your mom has a nice car, because you're rich. And I'm not rich, but her friends think I'm rich, but I'm not. But they assume this stuff and they're projecting it. And they're literally bullying her because they think that she's privileged, and they think that she doesn't go through stuff, right? Or we haven't been in a hard situation. I talked to her about that. I'm like, that's jealousy. And I told her that she has to release those specific friends, because that's not fair to her, you know? And my daughter doesn't like bother anybody. She's a very, like, my children are very well behaved, you know? And I went in her phone and I saw some of the text messages, because I check her phone, and they're literally saying things like, basically it's a lot of jealousy, and it's a bunch of girls like ganging up on her and group chats and stuff like that. And I'm like, that is crazy, because I'm going through the same thing on YouTube, where people are like making videos about me and ganging up on me, and it's all jealousy, right? Then my son went through something similar too, where a couple of people started, you know, that jealous spirit, he started feeling it too, where when his friends found out, like, he started getting better at basketball, they all started getting upset at him because he started getting better at basketball. And I had to ask his coach to talk to him, because I spoke to him, but I'm like, no, he needs to hear this from like a man. Like, he needs to hear this from someone that he looks up to, you know? So I spoke to his basketball coach, and I'm like, I told him the situation, like, you know, because he wanted to quit basketball because of it. He's like, Mom, like, people don't want me to play basketball with them no more. I want to quit. Like, you can't quit because people feel that you're getting better than them. You can't just quit. You got to keep going, because you're not doing it to please them. You're doing it because it's something you love to do, and you're doing it because it's, you asked me to do it. You know what I mean? And God is blessing you. And I had to talk to them. I'm like, listen, guys, when God is blessing us, this is what's going to happen. And it's not fair. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about that, because, and I prayed about it, and God told me, he confirmed to me that it's jealousy. And he told me before my daughter told me, he said she was experiencing it, and he told my son was experiencing it too. And then he told me I was experiencing it too. So I'm just like, is anybody else noticing that it's consistent around this season, around this time? Like, maybe more heavier than how it was in the past. You know, like I said, in the past, when we experienced this stuff, it would be in separate times, like, you know, like 2-3 times a year, or 4 times a year. And we'll have these little moments here and there, but it will come and go, right? Where this season, it's like heavy, it's like piled up, and it's like I know my family's covered, we're covered, but it's like the enemy is using so many people right now, and it's all operating through the spirit of jealousy and envy. And I'm just like, I just want to know, am I the only one experiencing this? Because I just want to know if I'm the only one experiencing this, because it's just crazy. You know what I mean? And of course we don't pay attention to it, we ignore it, we're doing what God tells us to do. But see, my kids are here right now in the car, like, you know, my daughter, is like the third day my daughter came home upset because they keep taunting her and saying that you think you're better than us. And she doesn't act like that. Like, my kids are extremely humble, you know? So I know that something's going on, but like, are some of you guys going through the same thing, like relating to this? Like, I just want to know. I just want to know. Not only that, but the people that are acting this way, they're literally spreading rumors in school about my child, a group of girls. And I just find it so like ironic that we're going through the same thing at the exact same time, me and my child. And I know it has to do with warfare, and I know it has to do with my family and what they did back home, but am I the only one going through this? Like, I just want to ask, I want to see, like, I may even come on a live tomorrow and talk about this. Oh, yes, I'm supposed to come on live tomorrow anyways, because I'm supposed to talk about the Shanquilla situation. So this is like actually the perfect time to talk about this, because I'm going through this, and she, you know, Shanquilla went through the same thing, and many of you guys probably went through the same thing. But I want to see if any of you guys can relate to this, okay? Anyways, love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.